want to show you what one of our conditioned crawl spaces looks like after you get 5 to 6 inches of water in it from a pipe bursting inside of the house. So water's been removed, but you can see kind of the high water mark right there. So this inlet was the problem back there. The plumber came and replaced a water heater. They didn't glue one of the lines, and so it lasted like 3 days, but when the customer was out of town, it blew. Probably ran for 2 days underneath here and flooded the crawl space. That was yesterday. So ran a sump pump down here and got all the bulk water out, but you can see there's still a lot of water down on the ground in different areas. I mean, you know, I'm down here in a suit, obviously. In the water on the plastic, I'm not so concerned about, but it is pretty humid down here. But it's humid because he turned the dehumidifier off when really should have left the dehumidifier on. It would have started evaporating a lot of this water immediately, and it would have kept the air really dry down here still, even with standing water on the plastic. My biggest concern coming down here was the HVAC system. It's up on blocks, but if water got into the cabinet of this thing, it could short a circuit board, it could screw up the condensate pump. Thankfully, the high water mark is on the plastic, or on the tape. The block is not wet, and honestly, the humidity level down here is no worse than it was before this space was conditioned. So this unit has operated and been living in a space that was way worse than it is right now for a longer period of time than, you know, just say 24, 48 hours with high humidity. So we're in the back of the crawl space now, and I mean, there's still a lot of water down here. You know, this may not look like it, but this is gallons upon gallons of water. Okay, so here's our dehumidifier, and this is exactly why we put them on hang kits, because this might happen. This thing was totally unaffected. You can see our condensate pump had some water on it. It's kicked to the side. We'll double check and make sure that's still working, but man, look at, again, ton of water back there. And it was 81%, 80%. If this thing had kept running, the air would be totally dry down here. I've seen these crawl spaces with a foot of water, and the dehumidifier keep the relative humidity in the air totally under control. So unfortunately, our condensate pump is shot. We're gonna have to replace that, but dehu's working fine. So how do we fix this? Well, we try to squeegee the water into a couple key areas and then pump the rest of it out. Let the dehumidifier run and do its job, and then we'll return, clean the space, retape any seams that need to be taped. But really, I'm not too concerned about this. It's going to be fine after all said and done.